Hey guys, so our homework this week was to cover the market model and the American news media. The first question was, in a democratic society, should news be treated as business first? Why or why not? Um, I said no, I do not think that the news should be treated as business first. I mean, I get that in today's society, everything has to do with money, but I feel like the news that is given to people should not be like out there to make a profit. If it is viewed from a business standpoint, which I feel like it is today, the newscaster will want to give the audience anything they can get their hands on. For instance, I feel like the media during the election did make it its top priority because it was something that people should know and wanted to know. The same goes for when the newscasters were covering the progression of Hurricane Sandy. Um, those are both topics that people should have heard about, and I feel like the news stations veered away from the fact that the more viewers they get, the more money they got. But otherwise, I feel like that's all their main focus is on, like stuff that we don't really need to know about. For example, when newscasters cover the life of a celebrity, it's to gain viewers because they know that many people will tune in. The reality of it is, though, that although they may be covering what people want to see, they're not always showing what people need to see. Um, Between this and media framing on various situations, such as parts of the election, um, depending on the biased political views of the news station, people don't always get the full scoop because the news industry is too focused on the revenue that they will accumulate. The next question was, what are the benefits and dangers of operating news media outlets as businesses driven by their responsibility to owners to attract audiences and advertisers to bring in revenues and profits? Alright, well, I feel like the benefits that come from operating news media outlets as businesses would have to be that once you know the top stories and what mainly interests the audience, you can kind of take it and run with it. For instance, if you know that the majority of the city that you have your station in is Republican, then you would show more Republican opinions and even frame your content, as I mentioned earlier, to show the Republican candidate is more appealing. The news station could even show the Democratic candidate as a fool or something like that by highlighting the mistakes or weak points during a speech. With this, more viewers will tune in, enabling the TV station to collect more money. The dangers of operating the news media outlets as businesses, though, could be that, as I said before, the audience isn't getting the full story. This could be true especially with media framing because although viewers may be shown what they want to see, they're not always showing everything that they should be seeing. This could be the reason why elections or any political circumstances or even worldwide circumstances for that matter had the results that they did. For instance, if a Democrat happened to watch a Republican channel during the debate, by like some chance their views might have been changed on the candidates. All I'm saying is that I think that the media bias has a huge effect on what goes on in the world today because it can not only show viewers what they want to see about political happening, but it can also sway their opinion and or decision about the overall circumstances. Alright, now the last question is the news you receive biased based on the American model? I said yes. The news information that I receive as bias is based on the American model. It is because, as previously stated, it is market driven, as it is based on the popularity of content. Not only with its content though, but also because of the commercials that come on. The commercials show products that would interest people of like the general age group that watch a station or that keep up with the politics. Also, they have those commercials about candidates, whether that are either like bashing each other, promoting their campaign. I don't know. The bias depends on the type of viewers again, along with advertisers determine how many viewers that they get. So basically, what I got from this assignment is that news should not be treated as a business because there are more negatives to it than positives. It should be out there not only to earn viewers, but to show viewers what they need to see. Maybe this could even earn more viewers because instead of being biased, people are hearing all they need to hear, and this may make the news more interesting.